Whew, moon's out in full tonight. Certainly is one of those nights, huh, guys? Good lord. Being hit heavy. Oh, we're still here, huh? Okay. Feel a bit calmer now?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Every time I've screwed that one Canadian thing I know I screw up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cry like that.
Yeesh, you sure know how to shock a guy, you know that. That whole thing sent shivers down my spine. Way worse than when I fought that silver-haired idiot.
Oh, yeah. Agate, are you hungry? I made some soup with some things the village elder left.
Ah, that's what smelled so good. Right on. Wait, hold on. Why's the kitchen?
Huh?
Let me look. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a few spots that are a little different, but it looks just like it did back then. And there's something like this, too.
Has he never been in his house since the event, the accident? He did run off to hang out in Rouen with the Ravens as a delinquent, so, I guess he was away from home for that time, but, huh.
I'm amazed it survived.
Huh?
Oh, right. I'm probably losing you, aren't I? My place actually burned down 10 years ago.
Oh, this whole thing is the Ravennue, the village built this for him. As a replica. Oh my goodness, this is probably the first time he's been here then. Wow.
You mean...
One of those incendiary shells from the Imperials hit it dead on. It caught fire instantly and burned down straight to the foundations.
That's where Misha died, wasn't it? Yeah.
I'd heard the village elder was his usual nutty self and had it rebuilt, but didn't think they'd try to put the furniture and decorations back together, even. I never could bring myself to come in here before. Guess I really gotta tell them thanks, given how much they did.
So, then... That's when Misha...
Secrets out, huh?
Ooh, that little sitting sprite. I love it.
She was making me a present for my birthday. It was a handmade accessory of some kind that she thought would look good on me.
So he never got the thing. So my brainstorming of is he wearing something that could be a keepsake? I got no clue. Yeah, I shouldn't have a clue. He doesn't have anything particular on him. Okay.
When we were fleeing from the mountains, she ran back to the house to get it.
Oh no.
And that's when the house was hit. When they finally pulled her out, she was burned pretty badly. Let's put it that way. And even after everything she suffered, she still had that present clutched in her hands.
Oh my god, never mind. What could it be?
The metal parts were hopelessly melted, but the stones were still okay. Take a look.
Oh, it's pretty.
They ain't even septium. Ain't even valuable. Just some pretty rocks. Probably something she found down by the river. I've lost count of the number of times I've thought, all for this?
Oh no, this guy needs a hug so bad. He gave Tita a hug right now, but that was a hug from him to someone else. He needs one, you know?
It's funny though, you know? I can't blame her or get angry at her for it. I never intended for it to be a memento of her. When I left the village, though, it was the only thing I couldn't part with, even when I became a raven down in Rouen. pretty pathetic for a thug, right?
No, not at all.
No, it's pretty damn pathetic. As long as I could hold on to this, I could also hold on to my anger. My anger at myself. My anger at the worthless, spineless son of a bitch who couldn't even save his own sister.
But...
I ended up putting all that spent up... Yeah, that's not right. I ended up putting all that pent-up rage into every swing of my sword. So long as I did that, I could at least look like I was keeping it together. Half-baked man trapped by rage and self-deception, and unable to move on. It's exactly like that bastard said. Oof, boy. Doing some soul-searching here, this guy.
Agate.
Nah, it's worse, ain't it? I'm just a piece of shit who runs away from anything painful. I'm the thing I hate most. Goddamn loser of a dog running around with my tail between my legs. I'm pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Agate,
Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought this was gonna be one of those, like, kindness is over, now it's time for one of those slaps to the face. But no. It's actually time for actual, proper, real, keep up with the good feels, okay.
I don't really understand how you feel, Agate. I don't think I can really try to understand what makes you feel so hurt. But I think I need to say something in Misha's place.
Huh?
Don't you dare make fun of my big brother! You don't know the first thing about what makes my brother such a good guy. I know my brother better than anyone else. I won't let anyone talk badly about my brother, even if it's you yourself.
Ooh, a cool down hug.
I know I might not measure up to Misha, but I still know a lot of good things about you, Agate. And so, it makes me so sad to hear you say such bad things about yourself. It made me kind of angry, despite not really understanding what you meant. And
Oh man. Busting out the lectures, sounding exactly like Misha. You sure are acting grown-up, short stuff.
Don't treat me like a kid. I was really sad. And really angry.
Sad and angry.
Like, you were a little bit more alike than you think, kid, you know? That's kind of what these two are going both through, huh?
I don't know the first thing about myself, huh? You really hit it on the head.
Oh?
Thanks, Tita. You really helped me see it.
Agate.
There ain't no point in trying to judge yourself when all you can see is your own limited vision of...
I was gonna say version, but saw its vision. I was doing a pretty good line read there and fucked it up. I'm gonna do some self-blaming here. Oh, stupid. Okay, that felt good. And not at all, deeply traumatic. Let's try again.
There ain't no point in trying to judge yourself when all you can see is your own limited vision of yourself. And all you can really do is plow on. Anger, sadness, neither have anything to do with it. You just have to go straight on until you find an answer. Maybe then I'll finally understand why I've held on to this thing for so long.
Holy moly, this chapter's been kind of really hitting it in the feels. It's making me recontextualize last chapter a little bit, which Well, that's not fair. The scene where we were in that, like, dreamscape with Kid Estelle encountering her mother's ghost, that was pretty heavy stuff. That was pretty big stuff. Now I'm kind of like, Luciola and Sherazade really wasn't hitting as hard as this, although I suppose part of it is that we were just introduced to this whole Luciola thing, so maybe that'll have a bigger payoff later in this game, but because now we're getting a lot of payoff for all the Agate and Tita stuff we've been doing for 2 games now. But yeah, I'm kind of recontextualizing now, like how much I thought that Chapter 4 kicked ass, because Chapter 4 was on the good graces of I was really, really tired of Chapter 3 in Gransel, but now I'm a little bit like, I don't know. I shouldn't be doing this comparing all the time, because obviously there's gonna be freshness bias too, like, it's been a while since that chapter by now, so I've kind of put it behind me, and, we had to do a bunch of side quests at the end, which made it drag on, so, like, I'm sure if I, like, rewatch those, I'm like, oh yeah, no, never mind, this actually did hit super hard, so, yeah. That's the interesting, I'm like, right now I'm like, man, this is the hardest the game's been hitting for a while, Some of the, like best stuff, since, I don't know, like, yeah, like the Zeiss... Thereabouts, yeah, Zeiss and Rouen were pretty heavy, pretty great stuff, and this one's now, it feels like a return to form in some sense, I don't know. The Gransel stuff was too good because of the, like, the bonding with Ren, all for that really, really awful, revelation of, like, she was playing us along, stringing us along, It was pretty good for that too, so. I'm not trying to say that any one chapter in this game has been particularly bad. Just saying that right now I'm really feeling it. Everything's flowing super good in this chapter. So the market's already being repaired? That's wonderful. They certainly got to it quickly. It only happened yesterday.
Yes, Mayor Mabel throwing herself into it. She's already sent aid to Ravennue as well, or so I heard. Everyone's doing their best, even through their fear.
I've heard word from Gransel as well, and Grandmother has issued a proclamation. She has stated that the government will respond immediately to the threat of the dragon, and will send aid to the affected areas.
That's our queen! Awesome!
I can think of certain lords and ministers of Erebonia who could stand to learn from such an example. They're far more interested in attending fancy parties than addressing the concerns of the citizenry. Ironically, I could say a lot of the same for the Republic.
Oh, speaking of 2 people not being so different, huh? Oh, that's kind of funny.
Half the time our politicians seem to spend so much time dancing around each other, they never get anything done.
Well, it may help that we're such a small country. Regardless, preparations for the plan against the dragon should be almost complete.
Time to go see what the Royal Army can do, then. So, we should just head for the landing port, I guess, right?
Yes, you're scheduled to depart at 10 a.m. at port number 1. It's about 9 now, so you should have time to pick up some supplies.
Right. Won't that be a little difficult with the market, in the state it's in?
The market's merchants have been put up in the hotel for now. They're still open for business, seemingly, so you should be able to pick up some necessities there.
Nothing like persistence.
It would be wise to visit them before we head for the landing port.
I'll probably do that. I gotta stock up probably on some, like, recipe parts, I don't quite remember how much I've been using lately. Oh, right! I was like, well, now let's go swap in my, once again pull in my lowest level party members to go adventuring, but right, with 2 of our allies currently out of commission, still getting a rest. Not getting a rest, not having a rest. Getting a rest sounds like they're getting arrested. Don't mind me. Yeah, we actually have just a default full party here. Everything's fine. Huh, that's kind of fun. No new quests here. Yeah, I guess with an hour to go, it would have been a little weird to have one, but you never know, so I checked just in case. The question is, are Tita and Agate gonna make it here in time to join us on this mission, since Agate did say that they were leaving in the morning? Seems a bit unlikely to me, but... Oh boy, the mayor's here to see us off. Just give us a minute, we're gonna go to that hotel. Are you one of the... You are one of the merchants. Yay, Trayton Backs. Alright, seems like a good amount of supplies here. So, just gonna do these real quick. Stock up here. Oop, we've got Paradise Cooler, so we've gotten some new stuff here. Was that the crazy 10,000 health one? No, that's the 100 victory stake. That's the bonkers one. Good lord. It gives you a strength boost, too. Good heavens. Which makes sense. The guys who have a lot of HP are also the kind of physical attackers, so that checks out. Anyway, let's get some bear claws. We need 11 of them for that Paradise Cooler to have, like... And that Refresh Jelly to have, like, 5 of them to go. As a reminder, in case anyone is watching this and it's been a while, like, what I do is I stock up so that I have 5 of ingredients for any recipe. Now, there is, of course, going to be overlap between recipes, but I don't worry about that much. Like, just as long as whatever singular recipe has 5 of everything, then we're good. That's kind of the rule I made for myself. And it works out pretty okay. I haven't really gotten into a bad sitch where I'm like, oh no, I'm really out on supplies. Although right now I'm running low on money. I might need to liquidate some of my Sepith in a minute here. But that's fine. That's fine. Some of this stuff is not very costly, but other stuff does eat into my reserves. Like this one, oh god, yeah, I don't have enough for that one. The steak needs a little bit more, so... how much if I put 20 of these? Yep, that's about what I need. So let's go back to that steak. There you are, marble steak. Yeah. I got 10, so I need 5 more of those, but it's still 500 because these are some pricey steaks. Stakes is high, as they say. Okay, maple sugar is a little low for that 10-stack crepe. So we will go for that. Normally I like doing this at the end of that episode, but I feel like we're going to get really stuck in a minute here once we take off on this dragon hunting mission. So you'll permit me to take care of this here in this situation. Yeah, I'm hopeful that you won't throw a fit about this one. Yikes, that's a lot of oil. But the 100 victory steak needs a whole lot of oil. But yeah, that ate through all my supplies. Now we need a bunch of fresh herbs for that tea. We're gonna need 40. To get to 40, we're gonna need 16. 160, huh? Okay. Just gonna do this again, I guess. Don't know why wind is so big now, but sure it is. Okay, so back to the herb. Fresh herb, 116 we're gonna need of that. Got a nice 40 for that premium herb tea. The nap killer, we're gonna need 10 of these suckers. And 5 of these for that herb tea. Royal leaf. Oh my god, they don't feel expensive until you really start putting in all the money, huh? Hey, we're good with the black pepper for the 100 victory steak. That's kind of fun. Flame tongue stew, we're also very, very good. I bought way too many of these at one time by accident. And tender whitefish, we need a couple more of those. Alright, now we are nice and stocked. Got still 10 minutes of episode time. Let's see if there's any other stores. What do the other people sell? Something that I might need. Got plenty of reviving bombs. I don't think we need anything from here. Thank you. Pharmacist man. Over here we have the magazine. Liberal News Special. Bow's Market flattened by legend. I like that it's a special, like, not like a regular, issue, because, yeah, it is a dragon attack. That's kind of a big deal. I'm gonna buy this as just a little, like, stock here, just in case. We need to make some more purchases, so... Oh, you guys, this is a store. Oh, let's see what the ambassador has to say about all this frou-frou.
As I was to return to the capital, the scheduled liner stopped of all things. I'm the Imperial Ambassador! How dare they delay me?
So hold on, he's just been cooped up here this whole time and has completely missed all the hubbub involving a goddamn dragon outside? Am I getting this right? Okay. Whatever you say, boss. Hardware. I think we're good. That's not a salesman, that's just like a little kid. Yeah. Alright, I don't know if there's any other stores here, but yeah. It's like an ice cream salesman at some point, I feel like, but I think we're good. Well, didn't they... Kirches? There was some... This guy sells something, right? Yeah, this is the ice cream store salesman guy, but I got all these recipes, so we're good, we're good. How about you? Okay. Ooh. But I don't have any money. I was like, I should go to the weapon store to buy what exactly? I have no money. But what I could do is go to the Orbul's place and open up some slots. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm basically just kind of like stalling for time here because I kind of don't want to jump into this mission with only like 10 minutes left on the clock there, right? You know, it's a bit maybe a bad time to do that, so... Should I get one more Protect gear? Get that for Sherazard? But I can't... No, wait, what am I doing here? I'm supposed to go to the freaking Sepith... Because I can't afford any of those. I'm overthinking things. Slots, that's what we're talking about. Maximum slots for Estelle wouldn't even be very costly. Maximum slots for Chloe would actually be a lot costlier. Wow, I'm gonna do it for anyway. Let's do this, I guess. There we go. Now we're starting to look... Well, we're not low on Sepith yet, but like... I'll cool it for now when we have... Everyone's like one off now. Got a big EP boost for my fellas there. Big enough that I should have a nap in the hotel? We can't have a nap. We're due to leave in an hour, but I got Jesus, wait a second. 250? I thought the hotel prices had reached a cap with the 200. You're skinning me alive, hotels. Well, I guess it's a little booked at the moment. How did that happen? I'm gonna make a safety save at this point, because I might have to end this episode mid-action. I can't go super long today, so we're gonna try to keep this within about an hour. But let's meet up with the mayor, and then we are off.
Hello there.
Hi, Mayor Mabel. Wow, looks like they've already started work.
Yes, thanks to the aid of the citizenry, we've been able to start construction a lot sooner than I expected. I've also sent all the aid I can muster to Ravennue. It seems we've finally gotten past the worst of it all.
It's good that things are settling down at least. So, how's Lila?
Lila hasn't changed since yesterday. The only thing we can do is wait for the medicine to take effect and... pray, really.
Oh, sorry.
Not at all. Simply fretting by her bedside won't fix anything. For the moment, I'm of the opinion that the best thing I can do is fulfill my duty as mayor. After all, Lila would be quite put out with me if she knew I was wasting time worrying about her.
Oh dear, would she? Or would she be like, I'm touched, you know? Would she be worried about you burning your candle on both ends? Hard to say. Everyone's so caught up in their own anxieties here. Now, okay, Estelle's like, yeah, let's be supportive. Yeah, she definitely would. we'll do what we can too. It's all in your hands. Good luck. We're gonna need it. Again, if the army fails on its mission to shoot down this dragon... What chance do we have? That was a Simon Furmanism I just dropped there. Transformers fans know what that's all about.
You guys are the braces I was told about, right? The army airship you'll be boarding will be docking soon. You're to go meet it at Dock 1, to the right.
Okay. Since I'm really like, ooh, like, you know, I don't want to go super long here. Should I read the... Nope, see, nope, too late. I walked in here. I was like, should I read the newspaper, read the special on the dragon? No, we're locked in for a bit here at least. Looks like the military ship hasn't shown up yet. We should have enough time to visit the merchants if we need anything. What do you want to do, Estelle? Ooh, back to town. Let's head back and pick up a few things. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm also, like, in my brain, I'm like, well, we could have, like, a nice, like, cliffhanger as we're, like, you know, taking off, but I imagine there's going to be some chatter for a few minutes still. Knowing my reading pace, it'll take a good while, too. So, I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to go into it now. I don't want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, even. I'd rather we just pick up here and take off next time. That's, I think, the smartest thing to do here. So instead... This was a couple of episodes where not a lot happened, because we were just dealing with Agate and Tita stuff, really. But, like, sometimes you get these story-heavy episodes. I'm fine with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, let's read that newspaper then instead, just to, like, wrap it up. Have you read issue 7, by the way? The Non-Aggression Pact has been signed. Let's read the headlines. Pledge of Free Nations. Signing ceremony is successful. International interest high, blah, 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 blah. Imperial Emperor, President Rocksmith, that's a funny name. They couldn't show up, but there were dignitaries. New engine samples, right, that was a deal. Future of the Three Nations is looking really pearly. No dragon's gonna swoop in and ruin that. Oh yeah, and Roland was covered in fog. Oh man! That's just a byline? That's not like a... Oh, I guess the Aggression Pact is a national matter, so sure. But I feel like, you know, we're on the last page, and that was a huge deal. Okay. Well, let's read this special then. Bow's Market flattened by legend. I doubt any words are needed for this edition. The photograph says it all. This is the dragon that appeared yesterday at noon in the city of Bowes. The dragon flew in from the east, then proceeded to land on top of the Bowes Market. At a length of about 40 yards, its enormous size crushed the roof of the market, causing it to collapse, resulting in injuries. Afterwards, it flew west to Ravennue village and razed the village orchards. Following its trail of destruction, it took to the clouds and vanished. The royal army immediately restricted airspace. Citizens flee damaged market. Crushed by the dragon, the domed ceiling of the Bowes Market collapsed and injured several persons despite the rapid response from nearby braces. Some of the injured remain unconscious. The market is currently cordoned off, and it is unclear on when or if it will reopen. For the emblem of the city to be so damaged has been quite the shock to every citizen. Ravennue Village grieves over orchards. The dragon's attack on Ravennue Village reduced the orchards to ash. As Ravennue's main industry, their loss is a terrible blow. Queen makes emergency announcement. After receiving reports of damage from across the region, Queen Alicia announced emergency support for the afflicted areas. The Queen also stated that in order to prevent further damages, she would appeal to the Royal Army to respond to the threat immediately. According to persons within the army, a plan is already in the works. Currently, the dragon remains at large, and citizens will remain anxious until that plan is enacted. Legend versus reality. Dragons have always been described as moderate and intelligent in lore, but the destructive creature witnessed here seems a far cry from that idealized image. Specialists in ancient life confirm that the anatomy is the same, so what does this behavioral difference mean? As a being from before the Great Collapse, it's theorized that perhaps it may be confused by the change in environment. Regardless, the army has been forced to categorize it as a threat, despite the concern expressed by specialists. Oh man, the sad part is that, you know, we know that the dragon's like is a, well, what did it say? I can't go back. Is a moderate and intelligent creature, because like it was talking to Weissman and Loeb in that cutscene we saw. So, but like it's being mind controlled as far as I can tell. So, are we gonna have to put down this majestic creature? I'm gonna feel real bad. I'm gonna feel bad, like spoilers at the end of Dragonheart with Sean Connery as the last dragon. Oh no, oh no, you guys, oh dear. Oh, I'm idiot, I am the last one. But yeah, that's all for today, guys. I was hoping there'd be like some random, like, even though it was a special, I thought there'd be like some random not related to the thing news, like, and here's today's race numbers from the horse races. Something like completely inane. But no, it really was a dragon special, so it goes. But next time, you guys, our crew, we're gonna get on that airship, we're going to fly up, and we're going to kick that dragon's ass so hard, the next dragon wannabe is going to feel it. So I hope you guys look forward to it, because, well, I'm terrified, but I'm also excited, so it should be good. Catch you all then, guys. Bye-bye!